clean sheets back to back. How much of a lift has that been to the team, the defence, and to you personally?
Yeah, look, I think since Ian's come in, it's definitely something that he's been working towards as a group, as a collective. I think, since he's been here, we've quite clearly tried from the start to shore up defensively, and it's probably more evident now that we've been working on it. And it's definitely good for us, and obviously good for myself. Good bit of confidence, and hopefully, look to build on that.
As a defensive unit, yourself included, what areas do you hope or feel you've made progress in?
Yeah, look, I mean, I'll be honest, it's probably definitely set pieces. I mean, you can see from the start it was always our Achilles heel at times. I think putting in a lot of work on the training ground to sort that out. And then obviously there's been different names. Everyone's been playing across the back, a 3, a 5, a 4, and then just probably gelling together and being more solid as a team and as a unit, I think.
It's been sort of a challenge for you or Dan to consistently be the number one. So how have you found the season? How have you tried to deal with those moments when Dan's been preferred?
Yeah, look, it's one of those things. It's part of football. You see it at the moment with Man City. Goalies are in and out. It happens at the top level. It happens at every level. I think, it's something that happens when results aren't going your way. I think everyone can see that my performances of late have been better. It helps having to make 3 or 4 actions in a game rather than having to make 10 or 15. I think it's one of those things where, having time out of the team, you can focus more on the pitch and work on the side of the game that I need to. Look, hopefully now, I'm back in, so keep working hard and playing well as a group and as a team, and hopefully I'll stay there.
Are there any particular things you felt you wanted to work on in your game?
Yeah, I think that I'm still young. I'm 23 and I've got a lot of things to work on. I'm nowhere near the finished article. I think there's a lot more to come from me, and I can say that I like having the ball at my feet, and obviously at the end of the day you're a goalkeeper, so working hard to make sure I'm as obsessed with my hands as I am with my feet, and keeping the ball out of the goal, and obviously also trying to be aggressive when the balls come in the box, and just keep working on those.
Is that a thing at academy level where there really is a lot of focus on how you play out with your feet as well as the basic keeping the ball out of the net?
Yeah. No, look, obviously it's how I was brought up. From Southampton. I was there from the age of 6 or 7. So I think the modern day goalkeeper, as you have it, is much as an extra line for the defence as he is, keeping the ball out. It's definitely something that I like to say that I'm good at, and utilising it now at the right times is probably important for me. Not putting the team under pressure and playing more safer, longer balls is probably where we're at this point in time. But yeah, definitely it's an attribute that young goalkeepers, I think, need to have now.
And with you and Dan, we're sort of around a kind of similar age. How does it work in terms of supporting each other when you're both, I guess, still learning the game in some respects?
Yeah, look, obviously he's come from Norwich and Arsenal, and I've come from Southampton, so we're both from similar-ish backgrounds. We used to play each other when we were younger, well, let's say I love working with him, and we've got a very good relationship, and I think we help each other because we're both very different goalkeepers, and we definitely help each other in training and in the week, and I enjoy working with him, and whether I'm playing or whether he's playing or whoever's playing, I think we've got a good relationship and we help each other out. It's not going to help the other one if we make it obvious in training or whatever that we're frustrated, but helping each other out is key, and we've both been good at that.
Is that quite helpful in the sense that you think he has strengths you don't, and vice versa, so you've been able to sort of feed off what each other does well?
Yeah, I mean both. I've worked with, being at a Premier League club for the last 10 years, I've worked with some incredible goalkeepers, and whoever you work with, you try and take attributes from every one of those, and if I can take little bits from everyone I work with, that obviously I'm not going to be better than everyone at everything, so if I can take little bits from everyone, then hopefully I can add that to my game and be a complete goalkeeper in the future.
And Dickie, very nice at home. Managers talked a little bit about finally cracking that away league win. So how much is that kind of target and a thing you're conscious of as a group?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? When you come in, you have little ducks and little curses and all these little things, you know. I don't think we're worried too much about that. I think you can see, you know, in the form table, we're what, 4th or 5th? You know, we've been playing very well. That's 13 points from 15 at home, and hopefully making the county ground. Obviously, as I know from being younger, that place used to be somewhere that we'd go and we'd turn teams over with ease, and hopefully we can get back to that. You know, I think in recent times it's definitely been that, and hopefully we'll continue that. And yeah, look, away is one of those things. If you can win your home games, draw your away games, and obviously you want to win every game, but if you can get that solidity at home and then also away, then you'll be flying. So.
And the last one again, you started off this sort of run of teams in and around this kind of bottom section well, so
yeah.
How confident are you about continuing that, and are you feeling a sort of perhaps extra significance of these games that can really help you step away from the table?
Yeah, no, of course, there's what, 19, 20 games left? So, I mean, this is definitely an important period for us, as any is, but obviously teams in and around you, if we can create that gap and if we can pull away, then that'll be great. I think we're taking every game as it comes, so we focus on Newport Friday and then Tranmere Tuesday, but yeah, you're only as good as your last game, so we'll keep going. Cheers.
Can you give an idea, a bit more detail on what Ian has helped with in the defensive shape and the systems over the last couple of months to change the way that you guys look when you're in game situations?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think obviously, you know, when we had when Mark was here earlier in the season, it was an emphasis of building up, and obviously a lot of the boys, you know, bought into that. But it was one of those things where we were a new group and we were a new team, and I think Ian's sort of nullified the risk, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So obviously you can see we're playing longer, and we're eliminating the risk of making mistakes. You know what I mean? From myself, from centre backs, from everyone in the team, it's more sure. You know, there's a less element of risk basically.
Was that something that was quick for you guys to be able to change from one, or was there a bit of a transition period?
Yeah, no, sure. I mean, if you look at let's say a process, for example, if you want to play a certain way, you're going to have to do it for a while. I think when you go away from playing out, I think if you're going to go longer, it obviously takes a little bit less time because you know, it's not more simple, but it's basically it's more effective. You know what I mean? If you're hooking it down the line or if you're playing longer, I think you can get bodies in behind the ball, and if you play higher up the pitch, then obviously you can sort it out behind that, I think.
How good is it for you as a keeper when you're tasked with this to have someone like Harry to hit up front? I mean, your long ball accuracy is amongst the top in the division, but you also have a totem pole of a guy to knock it.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's good, obviously, you know. Me and H get on really well, and we have a connection on and off the pitch, and you know, when you look up and you have someone who's 8'7" to hit, it's always helpful, you know. I think look, if I put the ball in and around an area, I think I know he's going to win it. Do you know what I mean? Even you can see it from the players. I mean, whoever it is putting the ball in from the right or the left, he's going to be in there and he's going to win it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, he's on fire. So we'll keep feeding him.
And off the field, obviously you've been structurally much better, but has there been anything that has happened under Ian off the field that has changed the way that you feel about yourselves as a group that has contributed to this improvement in form?
Yeah, definitely. I think I mean, you can see what he's like on the touchline. He's very animated. He's a big character, and I think that him coming into a dressing room where perhaps, you know, myself included, a couple of boys were maybe not low on confidence, but you could see on the pitch they were scared to do things or make mistakes, and you know, picking up the whole group as one and having big characters and dragging us out of maybe a negative mindset. All these things have definitely helped. You know, I think he'd come in and you know he's given us all confidence and belief. And if you make a mistake, so what? Next action, do it again, and together we'll. You know, if there's 8 or 9 of us on the pitch that have a solid 7 out of 10, then we'll drag the other 2 through it. So yeah, he's definitely helped with our mindset.
We hear a lot from him about the quirky ideas he has for training. Has he actually implemented things like not talking or getting rid of phones or anything like that from a communications perspective?
No, do you know what? He's not too bad. Obviously, he's old school, definitely old school. And we had a little. He wants to see everyone smiling and everyone happy. So I think if there's not a big grin on your face, then he'll come in and he'll let you know about it. So think we need to take every day and be happy and just enjoy what we do, because we're sincerely lucky to be doing this.
Still enjoy it on the days he has you doing that run?
Oh, well, obviously I don't have to do it, because
Yeah.
I stand in the goal.
You get to watch the
Yeah,
rest
I
of
clap
it.
the boys on, so, but no, he's good. We all enjoy it.
Great, thanks for your time.
No problem.